The 1980s were without a doubt one of the best decades for cinema, witnessing the production of multiple iconic classics that audiences today continue to love. Of the many things that make these films so memorable, their fun and well-written characters are perhaps among the most important elements. These legendary characters from equally legendary movies earned a place in pop culture and cemented their legacies as icons in the medium. Based on a seminal novel by popular sci-fi author Philip K. Dick, Harrison Ford's Rick Deckard steals the show in Blade Runner. It's Deckard's mysterious nature and engaging philosophical inner conflicts that makes Blade Runner one of Harrison Ford's best movies. Deckard is a badass action hero, but Ford plays him with a palpable and brooding sense of melancholy that makes him all the more interesting. 7 years after the release of Ridley Scott's classic Alien, James Cameron made its first sequel, Aliens. Just like the former is remembered as one of the greatest horror movies of all time, so too is the second one, often praised as one of the best action thrillers ever. Sigourney Weaver's Ellen Ripley was by far the coolest and most interesting character, making her survival at the end all the more satisfying. Quite possibly the first modern female action hero, Ripley becomes her own in Aliens, creating a timeless icon of the silver screen. Though the final two films in the series are much more contentious, the original Indiana Jones trilogy is probably the most iconic of the 80s. The titular archaeologist, played by the ever-charming Harrison Ford, is one of the most entertaining action heroes in movie history. Indiana Jones is cool, adaptable, and capable, but also has moments of insecurity, pain, and loss. This vulnerability raises the stakes and makes his adventures a joy to watch, making him a surprisingly relatable figure despite his larger-than-life prowess. Martin Scorsese has made plenty of biopics throughout his career, but none are as incredible as what some might call the best work of his career, Raging Bull. Raging Bull is one of those classics that just gets better with age, largely thanks to how wonderfully written Jake LaMotta is, played perfectly by Robert De Niro in what is not only the best performance of his career, but arguably one of the best of all time. LaMotta is a deeply riveting character. In his hands, LaMotta is a monster, but a far more complicated and nuanced one, a testament to De Niro's deeply humane performance. Though he originated in 1977's Star Wars, the bulk of Darth Vader's complex character arc took place in its two 80s sequels, The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. What makes Vader so interesting is that, aside from being mysterious, imposing, and threatening, he's far from a static villain. His motivations change as the story progresses, as does everything he believes in. With his instantly striking image, menacing breathing, and evasive persona, Darth Vader is the most iconic character from the 80s, and a memorable depiction of complex villainy.